Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about our meditation and psychic protection courses or training that we run. So, basically, as part of my kind of spiritual path, obviously, I've needed to learn how to protect myself from a spiritual perspective, how to keep myself clear, how to keep intrusive thoughts, voices, that sort of thing away, how to protect myself from curses, and all of the other spiritual problems that we never know about until it happens and we start to get experiences of these spiritual things. So quite some time ago, talking to my guide Chen, spirit guide Chen, who I work with on a daily basis, we basically came up with the concept that lots of clients and people were booking appointments and then continually booking more appointments. So we would clear them, send them a report. They'd be better for a while. That while could be a week, could be a month, could be a year, a length of time, and then they start to notice spiritual problems creep back into their life, and of course they come back and they book another session or appointment. So again, we clear them again remotely, and this process for some people is quite rapid. Some people are being cursed from family, friends. Some people have perforations in their etheric field, and therefore they pick up negativity or have negative problems and attachments, that type of thing. So the idea was that we would basically put together or I would put together, working with Chen together, a meditation and self-protection course. Now the idea is that the way we run this now is we've got two parts, part one and part two. So part one is a 4-week course, and then part two is another 4-week course. So the idea being basically that in 4 weeks, so once a week for 2 hours, you can basically join our meditation and self-protection and self-development course, because there is an element of development whilst we work through the course per se. But what we teach, we start from scratch basically in meditation. So we talk about what spiritual protection is and why you need spiritual protection in your life. Most people that join the course, of course, already know this because they have spiritual problems and therefore they're looking for some type of help with their own protection and to find clarity of mind and peace, basically mental peace, which of course is the key thing. So people join the course, we go through the first 4 weeks basically teaching my techniques. So the things that I do every single day. It doesn't take very long. I spend probably like 2 minutes a day doing these techniques, meditation techniques, connecting to Chen, checking that I'm sovereign, clearing my etheric field. So that by the time I sit down, I start working in the morning, effectively that I know my etheric field is clear and I feel clear, I have mental clarity, and therefore basically I can construct a positive day for myself. So this is the general concept, is that the first 4 weeks is teaching those techniques, and the idea is that with repetition through the meditations you get to learn how to protect yourself. And then the second part basically is to expand and build on those techniques, and then we start to work into more advanced methods and techniques of protection and also self-development. So we start working on your inner child. So we go back to childhood things. We don't look at childhood experiences, negative things. We just clear the negative vibration and the negative energy of those experiences from your etheric field. We also work back through past life meditations. So we go on a couple of past life meditations where I take you back into a predominant past life that has significant meaning for you in this life. So you see yourself dressed in different attire in a different timeline with different people, and there'll be some aspect of that past life that is very relevant for you in this life, and obviously you get to see that in meditation. And then when we all come back from the meditation, generally we breathe a sigh of relief, have a glass of water, take a comfort break halfway through for a few minutes, and then we talk about the meditation, what you saw, how you experienced it, and more importantly, what you think it means to you. So when we start to work through some of these meditations, especially the clearing meditations, we delve back into parts of your childhood and past, things that are significantly negative. We don't review them, we don't talk about the negative experiences, we're not interested in what happened or why it happened. We're just looking for the negative vibration of that experience that's held in your etheric field, and we clear it basically. So we work with our guides, we invoke Chen and his team, and we clear these things out of your etheric field. And then we work through other aspects of the meditation. So again, we start to work on your self development. We talk about how spiritual things affect us, what we can do to circumvent negative things. We talk about boundaries with friends and family, people that you work with. So again, it's a kind of open and honest forum whereby by the time the 8 weeks is finished, most people have made new friends. We have fun, we have a laugh. It's not a formal thing. I don't do formal really. It's not part of my personality. I like to make things jovial. I like to laugh. My spirit guide Chen, if you've ever met him, is a funny guy. He is humorous, although the actual information that he talks about and delivers is obviously very relevant, and it's very poignant, and it's in high integrity and it's true. It's done in a light way with fun, so that it can be assimilated by people. And generally, people that are laughing are happy. So by the end of the night on our meditation groups and courses, we're generally laughing and having fun, and everyone leaves feeling a lot happier and at a higher level of vibration, which of course is the key than when they started. So if you've got questions, lots of people email us and ask us about the things that we do on meditation courses, and would they be right to join, and can they join, and are they able to do it, and they're expecting other people on there to be better than them. The general gist is everyone's on their spiritual path. We don't judge anybody. Some people at the start, I've been at the start of my spiritual path and engaged with spiritual practitioners that I used to look up to and think, wow, they've been doing this for like 20 years. And then all of a sudden, I'm 54 and I've been doing it 20 years. And now people at 30 years old look at me and think, wow, he's been doing it for 20 years. So we're all on this path together. We're all doing the same thing. We need to help each other. We need to pull each other along. Everyone has something to learn from someone else. And there's plenty of people that join these meditation courses and groups that we run, that have a lot of experience in different fields, in hypnotherapy, in astrology, all sorts of things, numerology, and we talk about and we explore those things as well. So generally, it's quite an enlightening evening for most people. At the end of the 8 weeks, we then basically have like a drop-off group now. So on a different evening, again for 2 hours in the week, we run like a weekly meditation group that you can just join ad hoc. So you just book it from the website as usual. So you just basically pay for the weeks that you wish to join, and effectively the places tend to be limited to sort of 10, because I find that more than 10 people is not difficult to manage from my perspective, but not so good for the people on the course, because everyone wants to have a talk, everyone wants to have a say, we want to talk about each other's experiences. So again, if you get 20, 30, 40, 50 people on a Zoom call, it's not very personal. And the whole point of this is it's a very personal experience. It's a personal training and development course, which is why we keep things to 10, basically. So hopefully that answers lots of the questions that we've had through over the last few months around what do we do, how do we do it, why do we do it, would you be able to join, would you like it? So and of course the other aspect I didn't talk about is that at the end of the sessions I record basically the Zoom chat, and then we upload the audio content of the chat to a Zoom chat room and also to a G Drive, Google Drive, where you can download it. So you can download the audio of the meditations and the things we're discussing and the Chen chats, and you can listen to them then in your own time, and obviously do them at home as well, which of course is the key. So when we run through a meditation, rather than just forget about the meditation, you can download it, and then you can work through a protected meditation week in, week out, day in, day out. So that's the general concept, and hopefully that's answered all of the questions.